Under the silver glow of the moon, a gray wolf stood silently at the edge of the frozen wilderness. The wind moved through his thick fur as snow drifted softly across the open land, and for a long moment, he simply watched the world breathe. He was not just a hunter of the wild. He was a guardian of it. A quiet companion beneath the endless night sky. Tonight, beside the gentle crackling of a warm fire, we follow the life of the gray wolf and step into the deep stillness of the northern wilderness, where loneliness becomes strength, and where loyalty shines brighter than fear. Far away from the noise of cities and crowded roads, the wolf lived in a world ruled by cold air, ancient forests, and long winters. The nights there stretched endlessly beneath pale stars, and the silence carried a weight that few humans could truly understand. But the wolf understood it completely. Many people feared the sound of a wolf's howl. To them, it sounded wild and dangerous, something born from darkness itself. But the howl was never truly about violence. It was about connection. Across frozen valleys and snowy hills, wolves called to one another so no one would ever feel alone in the dark. Each howl traveled through the cold air like a promise. I am here. You are not abandoned. The pack is still together. For the gray wolf, survival was never about standing above others. It was about standing beside them. When winter storms buried the land beneath heavy snow, the pack stayed close together. The older wolves walked at the edges, shielding the younger ones from harsh wind. When food became scarce, they shared what little they had. When danger appeared in the forest, no wolf faced it entirely alone. The gray wolf carried this responsibility with quiet pride. Every step he took across the wilderness held meaning. Every trail he followed was connected to the safety of the pack behind him. At night, while the others rested beneath thick pine trees, he often stayed awake a little longer. He listened carefully to the distant sounds of the forest. The creaking of frozen branches. The shifting of snow across stone. The low whisper of wind moving through the valley. His alertness was not driven by fear. It came from love. The wolf understood that protection was not loud. Real strength did not need to announce itself. It revealed itself in patience, in loyalty, and in the quiet decision to remain beside those who depended on you. As seasons passed, the wolf came to know every part of the land. He memorized frozen rivers hidden beneath snow. He learned where elk traveled during winter and where small streams still flowed beneath the ice. The wilderness became more than a home. It became part of his spirit. Sometimes, during calm nights under the moon, the wolf would stop at the top of a ridge and stare across the enormous sleeping forest. The trees stretched endlessly into darkness, silver beneath moonlight, while distant mountains rested beneath drifting clouds. In those moments, he looked less like an animal and more like a living memory of the ancient world. The gray wolf never rushed through life. He moved with purpose, conserving energy, respecting the rhythm of nature. Unlike humans, he did not try to control the wilderness around him. He adapted to it. He listened to it. He trusted it. And perhaps that is why wolves carry such a strange emotional presence. Even from a distance, they seem deeply familiar, as though they understand something about loneliness that humans also carry within themselves. The older the wolf became, the calmer he grew. The sharp energy of youth slowly transformed into something steadier and wiser. His movements became slower but more deliberate. He no longer chased every sound or reacted to every disturbance in the forest. Instead, he observed quietly, conserving his strength and choosing his moments carefully. The younger wolves watched him closely. Without words, he taught them how to survive. Not just how to hunt, but how to endure difficult winters. How to remain calm during fear. How to trust one another when the world became harsh and uncertain. But life in the wilderness was changing. Over time, the forests grew smaller. Roads pushed deeper into ancient land. The sounds of machines echoed through valleys that were once silent. The wolf often caught unfamiliar scents drifting through the trees: oil, smoke, metal, distant human presence. And slowly, the pack retreated farther into the mountains. Many nights, the gray wolf stood silently at the edge of those shrinking forests, staring toward distant lights glowing beyond the hills. There was sadness in those moments, but not bitterness. The wolf did not hate humanity. He simply wished for space to exist peacefully beneath the same sky. Even as the wilderness changed around him, he refused to abandon what mattered most. The pack remained together. The bond remained strong. And deep inside the frozen silence of the mountains, the old traditions of loyalty and trust continued on. That quiet endurance became his greatest strength. Perhaps that is why the image of a lone gray wolf beneath moonlight feels so deeply emotional to people. It reminds us of something we often lose in modern life. Connection. Belonging. The comfort of knowing someone would remain beside us through darkness. The wolf teaches us that we do not need to carry every burden alone. Sometimes the strongest thing a soul can do is simply stay close to those it loves. Tonight, as the world outside grows quieter and the weight of the day slowly fades, imagine the gray wolf walking calmly through the snow beneath a silver sky. The forest breathes around him. Cold wind moves softly through the pines. His paws leave gentle tracks across untouched snow before disappearing into the endless night. And somewhere in the distance, another wolf answers his call. Not with fear. Not with loneliness. But with recognition. A reminder that even in the coldest wilderness, no heart is truly alone. So let the noise of the world drift away now. Let the worries loosen their grip. Like the gray wolf beneath the moon, you do not need to fight the darkness tonight. You only need to rest within it. Close your eyes. Feel the stillness around you. And follow the steady footsteps of the wolf into a place of warmth, safety, and deep peaceful sleep.